All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with tonight's orientation. Good evening and welcome everyone to the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. I'm Stephanie Laralde, Associate Director for UTRGV's Graduate College, and on behalf of the university and the Graduate College, we'd officially like to welcome you to UTRGV. During today's orientation, you're going to get an overview of the Graduate College's important policies and campus services. You'll also hear from a panel of some of our current students that we have up here already. They'll tell you a little bit about their experiences on how they balance school, work, and life. And then you'll learn about the financial aid options and close with a networking mixer. And now, to kick off the Spring 2018 orientation, we were able to capture a few of our graduates who participated in this May's commencement ceremony. They have a few words for you as you begin your graduate college journey. So we'll show this video right now.
My name is Michelle Smith, and I am UTRGV.
I am Rachita Sharma. I'm from India and Dallas, and I am UTRGV.
I am Antonio Paniagua Guzman from Mexico City, and I am UTRGV.
I'm Bianca Carnevali, and I am UTRGV.
I am Julian Salinas. I am from Brownsville, Texas, and I am UTRGV.
To be honest, the best thing about going to school here is the campus. The campus is so beautiful. It's just so nice to just spend the whole day on campus.
My favorite thing about studying at UTRGV has definitely been the people I've met. I have met some incredible faculty, staff, students, after all these years, and they've become my friends. And so I've definitely enjoyed the process of getting to know the wonderful people of the Valley here.
I feel as a graduate student, you have to create your opportunities. You have to stay focused, set your goals and just work hard towards them. You might have to take some time away from your family and just focus on your studies, but in the end, it pays off. My advice is, if you're thinking about graduate school, just go for it. Don't hesitate. It's an investment, but it's worth it. It'll pay off.
Well, I would recommend new grad students to take advantage of all the resources and services that UTRGV offers.
I'm so excited about graduation. It's been 20 years since my bachelor's degree, and this is just a major accomplishment for me, and I look forward to what this degree, the UTRGV, is going to provide me for the future.
It has been a long time coming, and there were times when I was so frustrated, but this moment has made it all worth it, so it feels incredible.
Tips for graduate students: don't give up. Your coursework can be very tough. Balance your time. It's very demanding, but just keep persevering. Welcome to UTRGV.
Welcome to UTRGV.
Welcome to UTRGV.
Welcome to UTRGV.
You enjoyed the video and realized that you will be in their shoes in just a few short years. You're probably thinking, really, this is just the beginning, it's orientation. But trust me, these years just fly right by. So take advantage of every opportunity available to you. At this time, I'd like to introduce or acknowledge any of the deans or faculty that are here tonight, our staff that are here as well. Would y'all please stand? All of our staff and faculty. Let's give them a round of applause. This staff and faculty, they'll be your true mentors throughout your graduate program. They'll help you get through it and give you the services that you will need to conquer graduate school. And now it's my honor to introduce to you the Dean of our Graduate College, Dr. Dave Jackson. So please join me in giving him a warm welcome.
Thank you, Stephanie. Well, my role here this evening is just to welcome you to UTRGV. Some of you might have been undergrad students here at UTRGV, so you're familiar with our campus and so on. But some of you we know are new to the university in terms of coming in from other schools, or some of you were here years ago when this was UT Brownsville, for example, and you took that break, you started your career, and now you're back at UTRGV. But whichever category you fall in, we want to extend a warm welcome to you. We are happy that you chose UTRGV for your graduate studies, and we're sure that you're going to have an excellent time. The program that you're going to be a part of is going to be rigorous. It's going to be demanding. There are going to be days, unfortunately, when you're going to feel like quitting, but we know you won't. And that's why we are here, and that's why we start out with this orientation. When you heard the word orientation, you perhaps thought of the traditional orientation where you come and get a list of do's and do nots, and you get all these papers to read, and this is what you're supposed to do. But we thought our orientation for you students should be different. It's a time of celebration. We want to welcome you. We want you to get a chance to meet some of your peers, some of the other students that are going to be in programs like you. They're going to be doing the same things. Their goals, their aims, their aspirations, their desires are going to be exactly like yours. They want to get into their programs, they want to excel, they want to enhance their career. And that's exactly why we want you to be here at orientation. So you can see some of those faces, because those are the people that are going to inspire you, are going to help you to succeed in this program. We have some of our faculty here too. This was not designed to have a lot of faculty in terms of being able to be your mentors and to start working with you as advisors. We have a very few faculty here by design, a few representatives from each of the colleges, so you can get a broad overview of the colleges and so forth. But very importantly, we have a number of people here from various services. So they will help you to get in tune to the number of services that the university offers that will also make you successful. For example, the library, parking services, student disability services, all of these are services geared specifically to help you to succeed. So please, we're begging you, asking you nicely, it's for your own good to go to the various tables, to talk to the various services, to see what they have to offer, how they can help you to be successful. Let me spend a few moments also just to tell you a little bit about the larger university. As you know, UT Rio Grande Valley is a much larger institution than UT Brownsville or UT Pan American. Our student body is about, for the spring, is about 25,700 or so students. When registration is still going on, so we don't have an exact number yet, so it's approximately there. In terms of our graduate students, as of today, we had just a shade below 3,100 students. So our graduate students, that is our master's or our doctoral students together, account for roughly 12% of the student body here at UTRGV. But here is a bit of news that will also help you to realize the prospects that you have. If we took last year's numbers, so that last academic year, although we accounted for roughly the same number of students in terms of proportion, that's 11 to 12% of our student body, of the students that graduated in this last academic year, the students that walked across the stage, students that had their diploma, the students that moved on in their career, graduate students accounted for approximately 24% of all the students that graduated. So the rate of success at the graduate level is much higher. And this is by design. Yes, we know you are more mature, you're more focused. You have demonstrated that you can do academics. That's why you already have your undergrad degree. But it will still take tremendous amounts of effort. But I gave you those numbers to help you to see that you can be successful, and you will be successful if you work hard, if you apply yourself, if you take advantage of the various services. The graduate college is there to help you. We have all our staff that we can help you in a variety of ways. So if you ever run into any problems, whether it was financial aid issues, whether it is registration issues, whether it's with getting your degree plans done, and whatever it is, anything whatsoever that could impact negatively on your ability to succeed, we encourage you to reach out to the graduate college. We might not have the answers for every single problem, but we know where to find the answers and where to direct you to. So your best source to start is with a graduate college. So we encourage you to do that. These various departments, they will help you, and we will point you to the correct person in so doing. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you about is what we're doing to transform UTRGV. You'll see that in our advertising slogans, transform the world and so on. This is not just, as they would say, idle chat. This is real. We are providing educational opportunities here in the Rio Grande Valley that were just not here a few short years ago. And we're going to be adding to that. Currently, we have 56 master's programs. You chose from among those programs. We have 4 doctoral programs and about 26 certificate programs, graduate certificate programs. But we are expanding that tremendously. Over the next few years, we're going to be rolling out a number of programs. For example, if everything goes well, we still have our fingers crossed, we have one little hurdle to go over. We are hoping to roll out a new master's in civil engineering to start in fall of this year. That's going to be tremendous. There are students here that would like to do civil engineering, and they have to go north. They have to go to schools far away from their family, their friends. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but there are some students who don't have the wherewithal to do that. So now they can do that. So with the vast amount of projects in a rapidly growing, developing area, we can produce our own civil engineers here. As you're aware, our new medical school is going to significantly impact the healthcare delivery in the valley as we train doctors. And it's a historical fact that where doctors are trained, they tend to reside there. Some will always leave, but wherever they do their residency, somehow there's a disproportionate number of those doctors end up practicing in those areas. So we're going to transform the valley when it comes to healthcare. We're thinking of we're adding more doctoral programs. For example, a PhD in clinical psychology is in the works. We just have a couple more hurdles to go over in the approval process. I don't want to bore you with the process, but believe me, it's a lengthy process. It involves a lot of approvals. But we're getting this close to offering that program. If everything goes well, in fall 2019, we're going to be welcoming our first class in a PhD in clinical psychology. And I could reel off a number of other degree programs. Come fall 2018 also, we're going to have a master's in political science. So the sky's the limit. We're going to be adding more master's programs and especially more doctoral programs. So many of you in this room are probably in the master's programs. By the time you're finished your master's programs, there might be a doctoral program in your area that you will be able to move into without leaving the Rio Grande Valley to do additional studies. Of course, the world is your oyster. You can move to other places, you can explore, but the point is there are a number of people here in the valley that just do not have the wherewithal to go elsewhere, and that's why we want to provide world-class educational opportunities for them in the Rio Grande Valley, and we're doing that. It's a long, arduous process, but we're making headway. So again, welcome. We congratulate you for having reached this point. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of you on the videos in a year or two when you walk across the stage and you become graduates from a graduate program at UTRGV. Again, welcome, congratulations.
All right, so as you checked in today, you received a bag, and in that bag is a graduate student handbook. It kind of summarizes all the things that you need to know about graduate school. It includes our social media handles. It includes contact information, maps if you need a campus map in there. So it's a really good resource of information. And next up, we are going to have Ms. Veronica Ramirez. She's the Associate Director of the Graduate College, and she's actually going to do some highlights of this graduate student handbook that I am currently referring to. So, Ms. Veronica Ramirez.
as Stephanie mentioned, I'm just going to go over some of the highlights that are already in the graduate program and to make it a lot easier for you to understand just some of our major points. We do have an office, a main office in our Edinburgh campus. It's located in the Mary Alice Sherry Shivers building. We also have one here in our Bronzeville campus, and we're located in Sable Hall. And we're happy to announce that we have this glorious call center now available to you. That's open Monday through Friday from 8 to 8. So for those of you that might have questions after hours, you get busy with work, there's stuff going on in your lives, it's also available Saturday from 10 to 4. So the number is 1-833-UTRGV-GEC. You'll see that as we continue to do more advertising. And any question is fine to call them about. So graduate resources, we do offer quite a list of various workshops throughout the year, such as like time management, strategies on your academic writing, which you'll be doing a lot of, research techniques. It just varies topic to topic, so you might want to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, because we do post various advertisements about the upcoming events that are coming up for you to sign up for. And for those of you that are going to be doing some research while you're going through your programs, we offer a travel scholarship. The maximum that is being offered is $500 with an additional $250 available at your disposal for international travel. And that is available on our website with further information. It's for you to present at various conferences. If you have a poster that you're presenting on, that's also something you might want to look into. Most of you by now have already registered for classes, but if you have not, through our portal, MyUTRGV, you go to our assist system, that's where you'll be able to find your class schedule. So those of you that are anxious to see what's going to be offered in our summer or fall terms, that is the place to be. So your degree plans, one of the things that's vitally important is that you get a copy of your degree plan, and that copy needs to be signed by you, by your advisor, the department chair, and the dean, and that needs to be on file. So if you haven't had a chance to get that situated, you want to do that. You don't want to be one of our heartbreak situations where you never received a degree plan, you were basically kind of winging it on your own. Now it's time for you to graduate and you realize that some of the required courses that you needed, you did not take, so you're not eligible for graduation. So you don't want to be in that type of situation. You want everything laid out for you so you can take everything that's needed for that degree. Probation and suspension. Not a very great topic to discuss, especially when we're celebrating the fact that you just started your program. But one of the things you want to avoid, though, is that you want to maintain a GPA of 3.0 or higher, doctoral students 3.25, and we're talking about your cumulative. This is not about transfer courses that you might be bringing in from UTB, TSC, UT Austin, anywhere outside. It's what you're earning here at RGV. So for probation, once you fall, your first time, your cumulative drops below that 3.0, you get placed on probation. If it happens twice in a row that your cumulative falls below that, you are suspended, in other words, dismissed. Another thing that gets you dismissed is if you get an F, you are automatically on dismissal. And also if you earn 9 hours of C grades. Now, one of the things you can do if you've been suspended, i.e. dismissed, you can submit an appeal. So we do have emails that go out to you to let you know that you've been placed on probation or that you've been placed on suspension. And all of those things get communicated through you through our email account, gradappeals@utrgv.edu. However, if you ever have any questions where you're not quite sure what your academic standing is, you're always welcome to give us a call. We will walk you through. We will look at your record and give you any guidance that you need. So, graduation applications. So one of the things that you might find rather unusual on the graduate side is that we want you to submit your application 9 months before you're actually graduating, because there's a lot that goes into preparing your file and getting everything ready for you. So you want to make note of that. I know a lot of students sometimes will wait until the last minute, and it does complicate things. There is a $32 fee associated. It is a one-time fee. So for whatever reason, since it's 9 months ahead that you think you're going to graduate in a fall term, and it winds up being that you're not going to be ready until summer, that's fine. One of the things that we do allow is for you to go ahead and transfer your application to a future term. And there is no need. The $32 fee is just one-time fee. Campus resources. So inside your graduate handbook is a list of various offices that provide lots of services to all of our student body. And so there is a extensive list, and it will talk about what each office is providing to you and what they do. We're also having I'm pleased to announce we're having our very first graduate research symposium. And this is an opportunity, if you've never heard that before, it's your opportunity to showcase your research. So if there's something that you're researching on, poster presentations, you're working on your thesis, there's lots of great discoveries that you're coming up with, you want to go ahead and consider this by the time you, I know you just started, but by the time you get into your programs and you start doing research, this will be available to you. So there are some fabulous awards that will be given. Even though it's early, we do want you to consider attending so you could at least witness what's going on as far as your other, your peers are working on. It'll be incredibly interesting. And believe it or not, that's pretty much all of the highlights of the graduate handbook. Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
All right, so next we get to hear from some of our current and past students. They're going to tell us a little bit, some tips on how to survive graduate school and as you start on your graduate journey. So I will go ahead and introduce them. We have Miss Clarissa Garza. She's currently in the Guidance and Counseling program. We also have Miss Luz Cepeda. She is an alumni. She has an MA in Spanish. And then we have Miss Mihaly Rosales, and she's a current student in information technology. So I'll go ahead and hand it over to them so that they can tell you a little bit more about themselves and give you some tips. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Clarissa. I'm in the Counseling and Guidance program. A little bit about myself. I've lived in Brownsville all of my life, went to high school here. I did my bachelor's degree. In regards to my master's, I really didn't know that I wanted to pursue a master's until this May when I graduated. That's why I kind of applaud everybody who comes into, side note, I'm sorry, I'm also a graduate assistant here at the Graduate College office, so it's very nice to see a lot of familiar faces. And but anyways, I'm sorry. In regards to the master's, I applaud anybody who already has an idea of what they want to do. So in the Counseling and Guidance program, like I said, I applied very late. I applied the semester in spring when I graduated. The application process, it was very simple. I know you guys already have gone through the process. It was pretty simple. Once I got my acceptance, I had an orientation kind of similar to this, where they guided me throughout what my master's degree was going to consist of. So I kind of already had an idea. However, nobody really teaches you how you should go about your master's program. It's something you learn once you're already there. I know everybody's not in the Counseling and Guidance program, so I'm sure everybody has, different requirements in their programs. But what I do recommend you is just to go ahead and, right now that you're starting, class doesn't start till next week, I recommend you guys to, be wise with your time, because I know a lot of you are probably doing a traditional route where you're probably only going to come to class maybe once or twice a week. So it's going to feel like you have a lot of time, but in reality, you don't. You have that time is, for you to, read, catch up on your homework, but as well, what I found in my personal journey, I know I'm only one semester in my master's, the extra time that I have, I've also gotten to enjoy, my family, because in regards to the bachelor's degree that I was pursuing, that I, graduated from, I was working full-time. In the bachelor's degree, it was a little hectic. So again, going back to the master's, I have a lot of time now, and especially because with the assistantship that I'm pursuing, I only work 20 hours a week. So I try to manage my time as best as possible, but I get to enjoy my family. But I understand a lot of you already have family, full-time positions, but that's just probably what I want to stress the most. Just be wise with your time, and reach out to all of the services that are there for you, in regards to the writing center, the student health services center, the library. But if you guys have any questions, I'll be around if I didn't answer anything.
All right. Next.
Okay, I guess it's me, right? My name is Luz Cepeda, and I recently graduated with a Master's of Art in Spanish in December 2016. So I've been already through this journey, and I wrote down a couple of tips for you to succeed in your master's degree. I mean, it's like what I think worked for me, and I just wanted to share it with you. So the first one is open your mind. Be willing to learn. I know it sounds like I'm pursuing a master's, so I'm supposed to be willing to learn. But what I mean is that sometimes when we get into the master program, we already have experience working in a certain place, like for many years, in the same field you are pursuing your master's, or you may have already graduated with a 4.0 in your college. So that will give us a temptation to think, we already know this. So my advice is to think about it and be open to learn different things, because being in a graduate program means to seeing things from different perspectives. It's not just like a concept, so be willing to learn in that way. The second advice, I wrote it here, is create a close relationship with your program coordinator, or if you're an international student, with your international advisor. That really helped, because they are going to guide you through your program. What classes should you take? Sometimes you have like clusters in your own program of studies, so they will help you what classes you need to take, or if you have any questions in regards to international affairs like visas or things like that. And finally, I will say that you just enjoy the journey. If you're passionate about your own path or your own field, it will be easier to be at 3 a.m. reading those articles. So that's it.
All right, thank you.
Hello, my name is Mihaly Rosales, and I am a student at the Master of Science in Information Technology program. I'm halfway through the program, so I'll be graduating hopefully next year. When I started this program, I actually didn't have a background in anything computer science or information technology. My bachelor's is in communications. And as I graduated from my bachelor's, and I started looking into areas that interested me besides what I had studied, and I came to find that I was interested in web development. So I figured, yeah, you know what, like I'm gonna apply for a graduate program in information technology. How hard can it be, right? Well, it's been pretty challenging because I don't have that background, but the resources that we have here at the university, like your professors or your program directors or even the staff in the graduate college, have been really helpful for my journey in this program. And when I started, I was a part-time employee at the graduate office here in Brownsville. And I felt like I had plenty of time to do my homework and do my assignments and go to work and everything. And then my second semester, I actually got a full-time position in web development, which is what I'm studying. And so now I'm working full-time, and I'm also going to school part-time. I'm doing 6 credits a semester. And I can tell you that you feel like you don't have a lot of time to do your work, your homework. So it's very important to work in a schedule that is going to work for you, so you can balance like your family time, your fun time, and also your school time and work. Because if you don't, like, well, personally, sometimes I have felt like overwhelmed with the homework because it is a lot of work. So it's very important to work in a schedule. Like, for example, say like if you have classes like Mondays and Thursdays, just make sure you have time on the weekends to do your homework for Monday, or like on Wednesday and Tuesday Tuesday and Wednesday do your homework for Thursday. Just work in a schedule. And also another advice that I could give you is that once you start the program, befriend your classmates. Befriend them, because you're going to be working in a lot of team projects. You're going to be working, you can study together, you can do study sessions with them, read the book together. Or let's say sometimes you won't have time to read everything before class, you can always reach out to one of them and let them know, hey, like, did you finish reading this material? Can you give me some pointers on what was the material about? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, I'll be around after the event is over, and I can answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Do we have any questions from the audience? Any questions that you want to address to them? Questions that you have? Fears starting graduate school? Anyone? All right. Well, they're going to stick around just like they said. So if you want to, in the networking section, meet with them and talk to them a little bit more about their experience in their particular program. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here. Next up, we will have a financial aid presentation. We will have Ms. Monique Rodriguez. She's a financial aid coordinator who's going to tell you a little bit more about your financial aid options. Our payment deadline was yesterday, so hopefully everybody here made payment on your classes. And if you weren't able to get around to it or had any issues making a payment, please see us today. Let us know on how we can help you. We do have some laptops set up in the back so we can kind of see what was going on and help you make those payments if necessary. So now I'll go ahead and welcome up Ms. Monique Rodriguez.
Good evening. All right, so once again, I'd like to welcome you to UTRGV. My name is Monique Rodriguez. I'm one of the financial aid coordinators here at the Brownsville campus. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for this semester and for this summers, hopefully you all have already applied for financial aid. It is the 2017-2018 FAFSA application. For that application, it will be requiring you to be entering income information, but from 2015. For 2018-2019 FAFSA application, they're going to be requiring 2016 income data for you to enter. The free application, the FAFSA application is available through FAFSA.gov. In order to log in, you would go ahead and need to create what's called an FSA ID, which is a username and a password. And this is basically an account for you to be able to log in and apply. You would apply every year. The FAFSA application is actually open since October the 1st, so right now is already available for 2018-2019 school year. The UTRGV recommended priority deadline is March 15, so we do recommend students to apply by then. You get consideration for additional grants that may be very limited, so we do encourage you to apply by March 15. As well, for the summer, there is a separate notification that you will need to submit. It is not an application, it's just basically like a request for you to let us know that you are interested in coming for the summer. And that is just basically found by going to the UTRGV website, and you can go ahead and search summer notification on the search box, and it'll take you right through the link. Okay, so it's very important that students are admitted to their respective degree-seeking graduate program to be eligible for any financial aid. Certificate programs or students admitted on a conditional status are not eligible for financial aid. So what types of financial aid are there available to you all? First off, there's the free money, which are the grants, and it's either GTAG or TPEG that you get consideration for. Of course, there's student loans, which is most common around graduate students. Of course, money that needs to be repaid back once you graduate or fall below half-time or stop attending. There's also work-study programs offered for graduate students. I believe they're called the Assistantships programs that you can go ahead and apply on a part-time job on or off campus. Now, for all of these programs, they do require a minimum of 6 hours of graduate courses for you to be enrolled to get consideration for the grants, the loans, and the work study. Now, for the scholarships, it is free money, of course, but it is based on financial need or merit. Most of you, I guess, think that once submitting the FAFSA application, you're only applying for student loans, but actually, for some scholarships and many of the grants, for example, the TPEG and the GTAG, you do have to have a FAFSA on file, so we do recommend that you submit the FAFSA application either way. Like I said, these grants are extremely limited in funding, and applying earlier is better. The better for you. Okay. So how can I keep my financial aid? There are 3 factors that we take into consideration when determining if you do or if you are eligible for financial aid. We do look at your grade point average, which a student would need to meet a 3.0 average per semester. There is a 75% completion rate that you will need to complete your classes per semester as well. And we have the maximum time frame. This means that basically for both undergrad and graduate students, you're only eligible for financial aid to a certain amount of hours. For master's students, would be 63, second master's, 45 hours, doctoral students, 99, and of course we are aware that some of the certain programs are longer in length, and those get worked on upon review. Any question in regards to the eligibility requirements? Now, if for some reason a student is not meeting one or all of these requirements every semester, There is also an appeal process available to the students for you to submit online for you to get consideration for future financial aid. If you do not meet one of these requirements or any of them, we place the student first off the following semester after that under warning status. For warning status, you do qualify for financial aid for at least one more semester, but basically you have that one and only semester to bring up whatever it is that you did not meet. Okay, so the UTRGV online scholarship application, it is not handled by the financial aid office, but we do like to let you all know that it is available out there. It is basically a one-time application for many scholarships that the school offers. It is available every September, and the deadline is April the 15th for that. You can find it by simply, again, logging into utrgv.edu, our main page, and then searching the general scholarship application. Now, aside from this scholarship application, we do work with many outside scholarships. There's many out there that you can just search up on the Google search engine, and if you qualify or meet the requirements, we go ahead and do accept them. You will need to let us know though. Two of the most common is the STARS and the Hispanic Scholarship Fund. We did provide you with the link for you to be able to apply, and those are the deadlines for each. And I believe that's all that I have. Any questions that you all have? I will be staying here until after my presentation if you would like to ask any other questions in particular to your application, but any question that you all have right now. No? All right. So that's all that I have, and thank you.
And just to kind of add on to the financial aid, I just wanted to emphasize, as a graduate student, there are assistantships available. She did briefly mention assistantships. However, assistantships are managed by the specific department. So if you are interested in one, you need to meet with your program coordinator or director, see what's available within your specific program. Or you can visit careers.utrgv.edu. That is the website you can go to, and you can see all the graduate assistantships available that are across campus. Again, that's careers.utrgv.edu. In addition to other types of payment options available to you, you can also do emergency loans or installment plans, and we can help you set those up as well. So if you do need, like I said, assistance with paying your tuition and fees, we can certainly assist you here tonight, so do not leave without doing that. And again, just to emphasize, everybody here hopefully is already registered for your classes since school already starts. Who's registered for classes? Everybody here? I want to see everybody's hands up. All right, if there's not a hand up, do not leave here tonight without registering for your classes so we can guide you to do so if you haven't done so. And like I said, the laptops are in the back and we can guide you through and kind of show you where your courses are listed so that you can look up classes. And then be sure to visit our graduate college table if you do have any questions, concerns, issues, or a question that you didn't get answered tonight. Please visit our table. It's right at the entrance. There's like the little V foam finger sticking up. Adriana is actually sitting there right now. So visit our graduate college table. We can address any questions or issues that you may have before you leave tonight. And now to get to the good stuff, I know you guys got door prize tickets as you entered, so please take out your tickets. We have 3 door prizes to give away tonight. So let's see who the lucky winners are. Get those tickets out. All right. And I have Mari here. She's our graduate recruiter on the Brownsville campus, helping me out giving these door prizes. Our first winner is 833-886. 886, right here in the front. Congratulations. What was it? 886, yeah. Next up, we have 833-885. 885 in the back. All right, congratulations. And our final winner is 833-870. 870. Another one right here in the front. It paid off to sit in the front today, guys. All right, and so I just also wanted to remind you that we have all sorts of social media applications. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Twitter. Please follow us on any of our social media pages. We like to post a lot of important information on those pages, such as assistantships that come up. If there's scholarships that we hear about, we post them on there as well. We post a lot of deadlines, for example, the payment deadlines or any sort of registration deadlines that you need to know of. So please follow us on those pages because it'll give you a lot of information that you'll need throughout your graduate program here. Tonight, you'll also be able to, if you weren't already a student at UTRGV, you can get your student ID card. We will walk you over to the library so that you can get your ID card. You can meet with some of our faculty that are here tonight, and I encourage you, I hope you meet your fellow classmates that are here today, meet somebody new. And then in your bag, you also have an evaluation. So before you leave tonight, please fill that out and drop it off at our graduate college table. But thank you all so much for coming. And again, congratulations on being admitted to graduate school. And good luck on your first day of classes. And we hope to see you. The graduate college is here to help. So enjoy. Please visit with all the programs and services that we have here tonight. And we even have some refreshments in the back. So please pick up a box. We have Jason's Deli for you. Yes. Yeah, we already mentioned it. Yes. All right. Well, thank you all so much tonight for coming tonight.